Let's look at an example that you're probably somewhat familiar with. That is someone rolling a fair die twice. The question here is, what is the sample space? You probably have already learned that a nice way to write this is to make it in a rectangular 6x6 array, where the first number stands for the first die roll and the second number stands for the second die roll. Technically speaking, this should be a set, so technically speaking, you should put it within braces and use commas. I think, though, the important thing is understanding what you have more so than trying to be technically correct here. But the important thing to know is that you could, in fact, dress up your array so that it appeared in set notation. Another thing I'd like to point out about this is that this is an example where the elements are all equally likely. And that's important in studying later things with probability. Many of the probability statements and probabilities that we'll want to calculate are easily done if the elements of the sample space are equally likely. We can also take an example very similar to this and change it up a little bit and make something new out of it. For example, here we still have someone recording the results of 2 rolls of a fair die, but this time it says, what is the sample space if we require that the 2 rolls produce different numbers? Well, what that really means is we're not allowing a 1-1 combination anymore. We're not allowing a 2-2 combination anymore, or a 3-3, or a 4-4, or a 5-5, or a 6-6. So now our set, and I'm not going to go in and put commas in, but our set representing the sample space only consists of the 30. There are 36 with the diagonal, but if you take off those 6 that are repetitions of the same row, then you're left with 30. So now there are only 30 elements to that sample space.